Okay, so I wanted to quickly talk about this build right here. This is a $500 gaming PC that I just put together, and honestly, building a gaming PC right now is a bit more difficult. Prices have been up, so getting an entire system for $500 was quite challenging. However, we are still able to get a pretty decent system that plays most games at 1080p, so if you're looking to build a PC at this price, keep on watching. So for the CPU, I'm using the Ryzen 5 3600, which I picked up for around $55. This is still one of the best value processors out there, especially for budget gaming. It has 6 cores and 12 threads, which is more than enough for most games, and it can also handle light editing or streaming if you're into that. Now, the one I bought didn't come with a cooler, so I picked up a Wraith Stealth cooler separately. It's AMD's stock cooler, and for what it is, it actually does the job just fine, especially if you're not overclocking. That said, if you want quieter performance or better thermals, I'd honestly recommend something like the Dark Rock PX4 instead. It's around $16 and offers way better cooling for not much more. For RAM, I went with Team Group's Vulcan Z 16GB kit running at 3200 MHz. It cost me $28, and honestly, it's perfect for this build. It comes with 2 8GB sticks, which is fast enough for Ryzen, and it runs stable with no issues. The motherboard is the MSI B550M Pro VDH. This costs around $90 and gives us a reliable platform with upgrade support for Ryzen 5000 if you ever want to swap CPUs later. It has M.2 support for fast storage, decent VRMs for the price, and all the basic ports you need for a mid-range setup. Now for storage, I'm using the T-Force Z4 1TB NVMe SSD, which I got for around $57. It performs well and gets the job done, but if you're buying new right now, I'd actually recommend going for something like the T-Force G60 instead. It's a little faster and still comes in at a very similar price. Either way, you're getting plenty of fast storage for games and your OS. Powering the whole build is the MSI Mag A550BN, a 550 watt bronze rated power supply that cost me $60. It's not modular, so cable management takes a bit more effort, but it's reliable and has enough headroom if you ever want to upgrade your GPU later on. Speaking of the GPU, I went with the RTX 3050, which I got for $190. Now this is where most of the budget went, but it's the most important part of any gaming build. The 3050 isn't a powerhouse by far, but it's solid for 1080p. You'll still be able to play pretty much any game, and if it supports DLSS, you can squeeze even more performance out of it. It's also a newer card, so it runs cool and has better driver support compared to older used GPUs. And finally, the case I use is the Okino Cypress 3 wood, which was actually sent out to me for this build, and I have to say I'm really impressed with it. For around $62, it doesn't just look premium, it also feels premium. The wood panel on the front gives it this really clean and minimal aesthetic, and it honestly stands out from most budget cases I've used before. Building inside the Cypress 3 was also surprisingly smooth. There's enough space for a standard micro ATX build, and cable management wasn't too bad either, even with a non-modular power supply. The airflow is decent, there's mesh on the sides, and it supports front and rear fan mounting if you want to improve temps later on. It's a unique case that doesn't scream budget, and I think it gives this build a ton of personality without adding a lot of cost. So huge thanks to Okinos for sending this out. I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to check it out. Altogether, this build came out to just over $500, around $518 total. You could definitely bring that number down if you already have parts like storage, or if you find a better deal on the GPU or case. Now let's get right into the benchmarks.
UAV is online.
So yeah, that is the full build. For the price, it looks great, runs smooth, and has room to grow if you want to upgrade later. If you're building a budget PC in 2025, this could be the one.